Hello, my name is Arlene Tincher. I am the Technology Director at the Putnam County Public Library. Today we're going to go over how to set up a Gmail account and how to use Google Meet. Gmail account, if you already have one, you'll be familiar with part of this, and what you're pertaining to will be farther down into the presentation. But if not, we're going to walk you through how to do a Gmail account, and then we're going to talk about how to set up Google Meet. During this time of COVID, this is a good way to connect with family, friends, coworkers, and we just kind of want to get you familiar with it. So the first thing, like I said, we need a Gmail account. If you already have one, just kind of sit back and enjoy this for a little bit while we get to the other part of the presentation. And if not, you're going to go to support.google.com/mail. Whenever you go there, it's going to bring up a web page, and it's going to have lots of different things that you can do with your Gmail and Google account. But what we want to do is select Create a Gmail account. When you do, it's going to pop up a page that looks very similar to this. You're going to fill out your name. You're going to set up a username. I would select something that's easy for you to remember, something that you can use on multiple accounts. Mine, I tend to have the same kind of name setting through all my accounts that I have, but this is the one I selected first. Then I put in my password. It has to be at least 8 characters. It can be a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. I just use letters and numbers. If you've already got an account, you can click sign in instead. But if not, we want to do this right here. What I want you to do before we move on to this next one and hit next, I want you to go ahead and hit this little eye icon. And basically what that does is shows you your password. I want you to write down that password so you know exactly what it is, any uppercase, lowercase, and write down what your Gmail would be. So this is agtincher58@gmail.com. So you're going to click next. If for some reason that name is already in use, so like agtincher58, it's already been taken. So you need to try another. Google will give you some options that you can try. I just did a simple thing by adding 62 to the end of it, and then I went ahead and clicked next. Once you do that, you're going to get the option to verify your phone number. You can bypass that if you want, but I would go ahead and set this up so that way you're connecting that phone number to your Google account, and it's really important, and we're going to get into why that's important a little bit later on. But right now they're going to send you a 6-digit code to that cell phone number, and the way you do that is you click send, and then this is the look that you'll get the next one, the next page that comes up. And on your phone you're going to get that text message, and it's going to have your verification number is G dash, and it's going to give you some numbers there to put in this. So whenever you do that, you're going to put it in, which I put mine in, which I got was 221900, and you're going to click verify. So here it tells you that you can add your phone number to your account for use across your Google services, where you can receive video calls and messages, and just there's lots of different options. So go ahead and click yes, I'm in. So that way you can use your phone to actually do your Google Meet if you want to. You can skip it, but then you're going to have to go back and put that back in later. Then you're going to come up with a privacy and terms page, and you're just going to scroll down that, and there is an agree tab, and you have to click on that. So just go ahead and scroll down through there and click on agree. And then it's going to come up with what your Google account will look like. So here we have what the layout is like. You can see over here to the right, there is this waffle icon, and this is a Google waffle. And in it, when you click on that, you're going to get a side window, and it's going to have all the different icons of what is added with Google. This is Google Drive. This is one of the important ones. Google Play is another. Here is Google Meet, and that's an important one. Over here is the different things you can do with your account. So we have our home page, we have personal info, we have data and personalization, security, people and sharing, payment, and subscription. And we're going to go through each one of those just to get you a little more familiar. So here you have your personal info. So you see my name is out there. I selected my gender, the password's out here. You can change your password here. You can click on that. And it tells you when it was last changed, so that kind of gives you an idea. Contact info. So see, you see that Gmail that I set up just now. It says agtincher5862@gmail.com. And then I have my backup email, so I can restore the account if needed, as my Hotmail account. On this, you can choose what others will see. So here you can add a profile picture. Instead of having just this initial right here, you could actually put in a photo of yourself if you want. You can select your birthday, just general stuff, and you can either do this or not. It's totally up to you. It's your option. On this is where you have your data and you can personalize things a little more. It tells you in here like the size of your drive. It also shows like activities, timelines. This ad personalization, if you turn it off, you're just going to get random ads. Google is very intuitive when you're out there browsing the web. It kind of holds what it is you're doing, and whenever you're on a website, you'll see those little sidebars of advertisement. That's where that comes from. So if you turn this off, you can get whatever out here. If you leave it on, it kind of knows, okay, you've been shopping, let's say for gardening tools, or you've been shopping for jewelry, or something else that you want. And it's going to pop up these little ads out here pertaining to what you've already pre-searched for or what it thinks you want to search for. Here is security. This is how it helps keep your account very secure. Signing into Google, you can change your password. Like I said, you have to know your old one to get a new one set up. So that's why it was important for you to write down what that email is. Keep it somewhere safe and secure so that you can go back to it. You can use your phone to sign in. You can timer on that if you want. There's a two-step verification where when you sign in, you're going to go through the option of probably getting those little icons that says, select all the cars. It just shows you're a human and not a machine. You can set up your recovery phone here. This is important because your cell phone number should be listed here so that if you should forget your Google password for your mail account or even just logging onto your account, that is one of the easiest ways that you can get it reset is if they have the correct phone number for your account. If for some reason down the road, through the years, whatever, you end up changing your phone number, not actually phone, but your phone number. So you've gone from, like on mine, ending in 9144, let's say I got rid of that number and I got something totally different. I went to a 317 area code, or I moved out of state and got something different. You would want to go back into your Google settings, into security, and you want to change that phone number. So you just hit this little caret over to the side, and you go in there and you add that new phone number. Because if not, and you forget your account password, you try to get in, it's going to send the verifications to the old phone number, and then you won't be able to utilize it and get those. And it's just much more of a hassle to try and get your account set back up. Here is people and sharing. So again, for you to have Google Meet and to use Google Meet, you kind of want to build up some contacts. Here you might put in your family, your friends, coworkers, whatever. So you're going to hit that little expanded window, and it's going to open up a page for contacts. And then you can add your contacts in there. You can add them with a phone number. You can add them with an email. And you can import them if you've already had them in a spreadsheet. It just gives you different ways to get those contacts in there. Here is your payment and subscriptions. This is how you can kind of set up when you're doing shopping online. One of the things I will say is I feel, this is just my personal opinion, it is good to set up like a GPay, a Google Pay account, or set up a PayPal account as you're shopping online, because that puts a barrier between you, what you're buying, and your personal checking account or your personal credit card that you're putting out there. So if you have these set up, yes, it has your bank information, and yes, it could have your credit card information, but they've got a layer of security out here, and it's a little more difficult to hack than just going to a website and putting in that information where someone could break that website and get into it. They would have to break the website, break Google Pay, break PayPal, and then get your information. So it just adds a layer to so your security of your payment options. And I use it all the time. Very, 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 very seldom do I have any kind of an issue with it. So I use PayPal all the time. So Google Pay is very similar to PayPal, and a lot of places are accepting that. You can even, one of the neat things here, you can set up reservations with your Google account. So you can do, flights, hotels, events, just kind of work through that. So it's just kind of neat how they have it all bundled in one location for you. You don't have to use different applications if you don't want to. So again, as you go back over here to this waffle, you click on that, you're going to get this sidebar. There's lots of different things in here. There's Google Slides, there's Google Docs, there's Google PowerPoint in here as you slide on down. But the thing here is, this is your drive. This is where you're going to put your folders, your files, pictures, music files, anything that you would put on your desktop, your laptop, like you have in your document folder. You can do that right here. It's online. The good thing about this is you can log in from any device as long as you can get into your account, and you're going to see everything that you have, and it's just really kind of a neat way to have your stuff follow you around. You can actually get into Google Meet here, which is one of the ways, and we'll be talking about that after a bit too. So here's your drive. This one obviously is blank, doesn't have anything in it. You can go over here and click on New. You can put up folders, files, documents. You can create them. Yeah, you can just add all kinds of stuff. This is a PDF that comes with it whenever you first open it. If you're not real familiar with Google Drive or how it works, go ahead and read that, get familiar with it, and then you can take off and do what you need to do. So again, we're going to go back to the Google Meet. So here's one way. If you're already in your drive and you're out there and you're setting up and you want to do a meeting, you could go in here. You've been invited to a meeting, click on that, and you can get to it right away. The other way that we're going to do it is we go straight to the web. So you can go out to the web and you can put in meet.google.com and you're going to get this page. If you're already familiar with it, you can start a meeting or you can enter a meeting code if you've been given one. But down there at the bottom, if you're not really familiar with Google Meet, you can click on that Learn More About Google Meet, and you're going to be taken to this page. Here it is. You can have the documentation that you can join the meeting, you can add people, it tells you all that, how to start a Google meeting, and so those are important things. So you can kind of go through those, read up on them. They may be tutorials that just kind of walk you through, kind of like we're doing with this PowerPoint. So to open Meet in a web browser, you'd open up any web browser. It doesn't matter if it's Google, if it's Edge, if it's Firefox, it doesn't really matter. You type in meet.google.com, and you're going to have a clickable panel open up, and it's going to say Join or Start a Meeting. Or if you'd had something that you had accepted, say someone else had set up a meeting for you, you would have it down in here, and it would have the name of what it is, maybe a birthday meeting or something. So you would click on that one. But if not, you click on this and you can join or start one. So one has been started for us, and it was called Tech Radar Pro. And so you click on that one, and then you hit continue. So we're joining it. We've got it in here, and you select the join now, or you can present. So if you're the presenter, if you're the main person that's going to run that meeting, you click on present, and it's going to show everybody your look first. They're going to come in and they're going to see, you on there. They're going to see your desktop on there. Whatever it is that you set up on that is the way it works. If not, you select that join now, and it's going to take you in there where you go into the actual meeting, and it could be that no one else is there, and you're just going to kind of hang out there and see like this kind of a screen. You won't see really anything because that presenter is not there. This here is your microphone, and this is your camera, and as you can see, they both have lines drawn through them, and that means they are off during that time. It will come up and it will ask you as you join for your microphone and camera to be used by the Google Meet, and you're going to accept both of those as it has it, and these would be white with both of those icons showing up. You can turn them off on either one. Let's say, if you're in a business meeting and you're working from home, as many of us are, and you don't want people to really see that, you click on the cameras off, and it will put out there your profile picture if you have one. If not, it's going to put just that circle with, like mine was an A. It would put that out there. On here, you want to add people, So you go down here and you can click add people, and that takes you back to that contact page, and you can click on those people to invite them in, or you could copy this. You could send it out in an email. You could send it out in a text if you wanted, to get people into it, or they could call in, and so that way there's no video, but there's audio. So there's just different ways that you can set up a presentation. Whenever they do come in, you can have your present now. You can see your entire screen or your window. Depends on what you want to show. The other option is you have turn on captions. The captions basically just capture what you're talking about and kind of spits it out so people can read it, which is kind of cool too, because if you're having trouble hearing something, you can just turn on the caption and people can read along. So again, let's say there's a lot of background noise going on while you're on a meeting, and you're getting, feedback from one of your people that you're working alongside, or, you're hearing them outside. There's road noise, there's construction noise, or there may be noise in their home if they're working from home. You can click on their microphone, and it will turn off that noise on that person only, not the whole meeting, but on that person only. So if they're not presenting or anything, you just want to, hear what everybody else is talking about, you can click on that individual and turn them off. So you would just click on their name, and it's going to drop this down, and it gives you that option to turn that off. Alongside too, you can also chat. So as someone is presenting, you might have questions for other people in the chat or in the video. You can click on the chat button there, and it's going to give you this type of a look where you can go in there and you can actually type a question. And you might ask a question of Carrie or Chris or, whoever else out here. And that way that presenter can still go on and present things and do what they've got to do. And you can kind of chat in the background and see what everybody else is thinking about it, or if they got some input for you or can answer a question. Now, if you're using your mobile app, this is a little bit older than what is really going out there, but they have what they call Hangouts Meets. But I also know that on Android they also have Meet, just plain Meet. So you can use your Hangout Meets. So you can use it on your phone or your tablet. It uses much the same way as your Chrome interface, going in there. But you just click on Open and Welcome to Meet, and you continue. And it's going to give you that option to join that meeting, just like we did on the laptop or your tablet. And then you're going to have a smaller look. It's going to look like this, and your people are going to be lined up here. But again, you still have chat. You can click on them and turn off their microphone just like any other time. And you can turn off your own. If you hover over here to show you whenever you're up here, it's going to show you how to hang up. It's going to show you how to turn off your camera. It's going to show you how to turn off your microphone. So there's this really simple little program. So another way to meet is, again, to set up with a calendar event. So let's say you're having a birthday party and you want your family involved, and because of COVID, you can't get together like you want to. You can send out a Google Meet and do it all online. And I know many people have seen, those kind of commercials advertising this, where you see all the people doing the birthday gatherings or family gatherings and stuff. This is one of the ways to do it. So you set it up, you add all your contacts into it, you send out the email, you hit the save and send. They will accept it. They'll say yes, no, maybe. And then it sends them a reminder when that time is coming up that they're on for that call. So the future of Google Meet, is out there, and they have the chat and they have Meet. And that's where Google Hangouts is kind of going to go away, and it's actually going to be just Meet. I have both Hangout and I have Meet on my Android phone. So I can use either one of them. They say that you can't really create a meeting with Google Hangouts, but you can do a video call. It's just not as robust as Meet. You can't add as many people as you can with Meet. I think with Meet you can add, I think it's up to 40 people. It could be up to maybe even 100. They may have opened that up to 100 right now due to our COVID experience going on right now, and that's going to stay open for a while. So it's much like the business meet that's going on. They've enabled it for everybody to use out there to kind of stay connected. So I want to just reach out and tell you that this article, the first half, was presented by TechRadar.com as far as the actual using of Google Meet. I want to thank them for that. There's a lot of websites out there that tells you how to use Meet. You can do some Google searches, and just kind of see what's going on and find the best way for you to use it. If you'd like to see more of our videos that we're creating for the Putnam County Public Library, you can go to our YouTube channel. You can go out to YouTube and just search for Putnam County Public Library. Here's the link for the channel, and you can see some of the videos that we're setting out there for people to use. Again, I want to thank you for being here. If you'd like some more in-depth technology support, you can go to our main page and go to Technology, and then Community Help Desk. And in there, you're going to see they're going to have the page out there that you can connect to, and you fill it out. You put your name, your address, your phone number, what kind of problems you're having, and it will ship the email straight to me, and then I'll get back in touch with you. Or if you'd like to read up on some more technical articles that I put out there, you go back out there to the main page, you go down to Technology and Technology Publications. And I've got a lot of publications that I've been putting out there that I've been finding, so I want you to reach out and see if you can find anything good out there you might want to work with. The PowerPoint was created by me. My name is Arlene Tincher, and I'm the Technology Director at the Putnam County Public Library, and you can reach us at 765-653-2755, and we'll be happy to answer any question you might have. Thank you so much, and enjoy your day.